Welcome back to Made Simple. Today we're going to be talking about how to use conditional formatting, just a basic overview of how it works and ways you can apply it. But before we begin, please subscribe, smash that like button. That would really help me out. I would appreciate that greatly. For today's example, we're going to say that we run a business and we want to get some conditional formatting on some of these subjects. So here we have products A through B, product A, product C, and B, just kind of listed randomly here. And the revenues we got, this could be in just a particular month or period or whatever. The revenue from that product, the cost of goods sold for that product at that time, and the total expenses going into that to get that revenue. And so this is kind of a dumbed down version of like a net income kind of thing. And obviously this is very dumbed down and there's a lot more complexity into that, but just for the sake of this example, we'll show this. And so this total is just subtracting the cost of goods sold and expenses, whether that be like wages and salary or, marketing expense or whatever, right? To get subtracted from the revenue. All right, so what you're going to want to do for conditional formatting, you're going to want to select the column or the range of data that you want to select. And then here at this home tab, conditional formatting is right here for you. And here there's some quick options where you can highlight cell rules, top bottom rules, and we're kind of going to go through what these mean, but this is kind of like a quick guide. Data bars, you can kind of this is kind of like formatting stuff. You can set different icons, like if it's reaches a certain percentage, green, orange, or red, things like that, changes the color scale, and this is just kind of like formatting stuff. But we're just going to go, and then you can clear all rules from selected sheets, or from the entire sheet or the cells. So we're going to go ahead and select new rule, and here you have the 6 different options you can select for the formatting. And for this, let's just say we want product A, C, and B to be a different color. All right, so we're going to want to go ahead and go to format only cells that contain, and then we're going to use this drop down, and since this is a text, we're going to say a specific text, and then it's going to have here, and we're just going to say containing, which is fine, and we'll start with A. And then, so that's kind of the rule that it's going to follow to format it. And then we can choose here how we would like to format that. And let's just say if it's A, we want it to be blue. We'll say OK and OK. And you'll see all of the A's are highlighted blue. And then we can also repeat that step by adding a new rule, doing the same process. So now we have all of our A, B's, and C's highlighted. And you'll notice that it also highlighted this product because it contains a C. So we could go back and change that, but we'll just leave it how it is because it's not a big deal for this example. So then let's go to revenue. Let's say we want to know our highest and lowest. So what we could do is go to conditional formatting, and we could select a new rule and go format only top and bottom ranked values. Or, kind of that shortcut is just to select this one. And let's just say we want to select we'll just go with all the revenues that are above the average value. So we'll go ahead and select this. And then we can select how we want it. Let's just say, so if it's above, that's kind of a good thing. So let's say green, we'll fill that green, right? And here we'll see, well, hey, everything above the average, and that average is 391, is going to be highlighted in green. And so let's go to cost of goods sold here. And now instead we want to know the bottom 10%. And that's going to tell us this is also going to be good because COGS are, the cost of that product, right? So we want that to also be green. And that's telling us like, hey, the cost of that is pretty low. All right, so then let's move on to total. Let's say we want anything format cells that are greater than 0, and we want those to be let's just do a custom format. We want it to be green, and then we want the pattern style to be this. All right. So that doesn't look great, but just for an example, you can change the formatting. So anything above 0, and then what we could do is go into conditional formatting, and anything less than 0 we'll say is light red with dark red text, right? So then it's easy for us to tell, hey, this wasn't good. We spent more on this product than how much we sold it for, so that's bad. And so the best way to really learn conditional formatting is just to kind of play around with it. So, you can do kind of like shapes, directions, indicators, things like that. And you can get super fancy with it and do a lot of different things to format it. But this is just kind of a basic oversight of how to use conditional formatting. And so as you can see, if you conditional format an entire column, it's really nice because then if you add another value, so let's just put -50 here, it's going to automatically format that to the rest of the column. So it can be super easy to get some quick snapshots or data analysis and things like that. But overall, just mess around with it and you'll learn it a lot faster. All right, and that's it for today's video. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or you want a more in-depth tutorial on conditional formatting. Please smash that like button and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Thanks, and have a great rest of your day.